really know how to start this video because I don't really know what this video is. I don't really know what to label it. It's not really like, I don't want it to be like a ranty, complainy. I wanted to start including you guys a little bit more on other things in my life that's not just travels, and this has kind of been a personal thing for me. That is my back. My back that's attached to. So I've been having back problems for a long time. It started when I was, like 13, 14. First off, if anybody else has back problems, raise your hand in the comments, because, you know, I'd love to know that I'm not alone. The reason why I'm making this video now is because I'm currently not very good in the back front. My back's in a lot of pain. It's really hard for me to sleep right now. I can't sit for long periods of time. I'm at the chiro, I'm doing physio, I'm doing massage, I'm working it out. I'm doing a lot of things to try and heal it, but I'm in constant pain. Like, I'm trying to sleep on the floor. I try sleeping with pillows, try sleeping not with pillows. I've tried sleeping on my back. I've rotated sides. I've tried, this is my heat pad that I use a lot. It's quite lovely. Just shove that back under my bed. I take ibuprofens if it's feeling really bad. That kind of helps with the inflammation, but I also take turmeric. It's called turmeric, and it is herbal medicine for joint inflammation. It's been one of the reasons why I've derailed some of my travels, not like all of it. Like, I'm not saying that I've like canceled travels because of my back. I'm just saying it's not a pleasant experience to like think of sitting on a plane for like 8-10 hours when I can barely sit for like a couple hours without my back hurting me. So my back pain is kind of like two different spots. There is a lower back and then there's the upper back. My lower back is what's irritating me the most right now. It's what's causing me the most amount of pain with like sitting and just general movement and sleeping. That's what's irritating me the most. The upper back is just kind of aggravated a little bit from previous injuries. So where my back pain all began was when I was 13 years old and I was double bounced off my cousin's trampoline. And I like slipped a disc, essentially. Slipped one of the discs in my lower back from that. I was then double bounced again off another trampoline, this time my friend's trampoline, because for some reason when I was 13 years old, we thought it'd be a really great idea to put soap all over the trampoline and put a sprinkler underneath it because it makes it really slippery and slidey, and then you jump up in the air and you land on your bum and you slide in the middle, and it sounds like a lot of fun, but you know, don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Don't do that because it's gonna mess you up for life. Then my like upper back problems, so those were lower back. My upper back problems started when I was probably later teens and I started playing golf competitively. I competed all around Canada, in the US. I played a lot of golf, and it wasn't just like the golf swing itself, is that in youth golf, in college golf, you carry your bags. Like it's legally, you have to carry your bags in tournaments when you play. So you're like carrying, you're swinging, it's a lot on your back, and my ribs just kind of didn't want to stay in the places they were meant to be in, and they just slid all over, and I had various like just aggravated ongoing rib slippages when I was playing golf, and I'd have to get them popped back into place. And generally what would happen is they would just like puncture into where like my lungs were, and then I just couldn't breathe. In my early 20s, it got better. My upper back would still kind of like pop in and out of place. Then in 2014, I slipped, just literally slipped, and I rotated my pelvis when I was wearing like high heels. There might have been alcohol involved. I don't really remember, but there's a good chance there was. And I was like, oh, ow, this kind of hurts, but I didn't really think anything of it. And that was right before I went to Tobago. So the island of Tobago, where I was for 2 months. So the first things I did when I was there is I learned how to windsurf, I learned how to stand up paddleboard, and then I learned how to scuba. I got my scuba diving certificate. All things that are not really good to do when you have a messed up back and a rotated pelvis, especially scuba, where essentially you're carrying, like when you're in the water, scuba diving is fine for your back because you don't feel the weight, but it's getting in and out that's the real problem. So after a couple weeks of that, my back got so bad that I couldn't even get into a car. I was in so much pain. I was just taking painkillers. But I mean painkillers, I mean Advils, because that's all I could get over the counter. I didn't want to be difficult because this was like my first like amazing big trip. Like I was so lucky to be there. I'm so honored to be there, and I didn't want to do anything to mess it up. I just wanted to make people happy. So I just kept doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, and instead of like going to the doctors there and going to a chiropractor there and getting it all sorted, things are out for long enough, your body adapts to it. But you need to strengthen, like if you want to prevent things, you need to strengthen your back, you gotta strengthen your core, you gotta strengthen your butt, you gotta do all these things that kind of hold it together. And then fast forward to last year when I went dune buggying, and if you saw my video from like talking about that, you would know that I hurt my back again on the dune buggies, and that was with my upper back, and that one was pretty painful. I got the wind knocked out of me and started a whole new set of back problems. That took a few months to get over that, just to heal it. It's just really incredibly sore, and it was good. Like I felt like in the fall it was really good, and now it's just kind of like gotten aggravated again. So in the most part, you can tell that a lot of them are like isolated incidents that just take time to recover. I feel like that's what it is currently going on right now, but unfortunately once you kind of have like a history of back problems, I feel like boat rides, like up and down motions are really, really hard on my back. Bobsledding, if you guys ever have back problems and you go bobsledding, don't. That was one of the times that I did bobsledding in 2012, and that was probably one of the most painful things I've done as activities wise for my back, when generally things are good, because it's like 4 G's. I think it's like 4, 3, 6. It is not the normal amount of gravity force on you. It's basically like 3 or 4 times your weight pressing down on you, and you can just imagine like the compression in your spine not being great. So when it comes to my travels, I want to say that generally most things have been okay, but unfortunately I feel like it has prevented me from doing a lot of things that I used to be able to do, that I wanted to do, and now as I'm getting older I'm just trying to be more cautious of these things. I don't want, like, this is not a great feeling. This is very, very not, I have kind of taken a step back on the more adventurous activities that I typically do on my travels. I feel like I've done that recently, but I will be doing that a little bit more, just because I'm just so worried of what the future entails. I mean, I'm only 31. I can't imagine what it's going to be like at 40, when like that's when back problems should start. Like not now. That's when it should start. I like doing the like really the fun things. I'm also very glad though that I got to do a lot of the things when I was younger, like skydiving. Although I feel like skydiving wouldn't be that bad right now. I don't think I could ever do bungee. Like, not that I want to do a bungee jump, but I just really think that it would just be a really, really bad idea for me. I don't really have a point. There is no happy ending right now. It's just me trying to recover, me trying to strengthen my back again and being semi-unsuccessful at it, trying to get back into like working out my core and my back. That's all. Also, if you have any suggestions, sure, why not? Throw them at me. Let's do that, because I would love to hear it. Any like specific exercises or specific things that have helped you. Thank you for watching this video. More not videos like this coming soon. And hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. We'll see you guys again soon in a few days' time with another video that's not like this. It's gonna be a very different video than this one. Okay, bye.